Why from wherever it should have been so as I am instructed to find I say to every to every figure by the way. Whatever rain, the rest of my book brought to you whatever rain now. Your host today is man at the 11 o'clock hour. Barely. Say the very man and stay the back of my foot. Welcome to the show. I'm Jaded Steve.
Hello.
We're doing it a little bit different because Grammys. Yeah. So let's get to it. I'm Jaded Steve, as always. Let's get to it. It is time for the Tsunami preview brought by you know me. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh. Make sure I can read them forward. On Dragon Ball Super, a deceptive enemy strikes from afar. It's up to the warriors of Universe 7 to eliminate these dangerously precise foes. On Attack on Titan, as Paradis deals with the aftermath of the raid on Liberia, Harmon looks back in the past to meeting the volunteer soldiers who reshaped their world. On Food Wars, the Lunar Fest isn't a food war, and customers are different from judges. Both Soma and Alice discover their booths are in the red by the first day. On Fire Force, the three-way between Hajime, the White-Clad, and the Eighth continues, but when Ritsu and Hanamiya both use their unique abilities, everyone involved is placed in imminent danger. It's up to Vulcan and Arthur to turn things around. On Black Clover, the Golden Dawn is dispatched to Southsea to defeat a bevy of beastly boars. Then it's off to the Kiten region to defend a dungeon besieged by bandits. On SSS Gridman, Akane tries to win over the Gridman Alliance by luring them into a dream. Will they remember each other in Gridman's calling, or forever have sweet dreams? On Naruto Shippuden, just when the third Shukakage is about to give up, he remembers the words of the previous Shukakage. Realizing their true meaning, he regains the will to fight. And on Demon Slayer, the Demon Slayer Hasura storms Mount Nataguma, rescuing the trio and inspiring Inazuke to challenge the superior swordsman before him in a boar-headed test of strength. And that is your tonight review. Right now to see the rest of the show.
Hi. Must be my turn. Ain't that something? Anyway. Give me a couple of moments. We'll get you a wrestling report, and you know how this goes. Yes, indeed. We'll also tell you who won the Grammys, as if the Grammys weren't bizarre enough. They were okay. Trevor Noah was host.
I don't think you won, Steve.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Well. Anyway, we had a pay-per-view. Shocking, but true, it was, of course, Impact Sacrifice. Never would I have said that would have been an idea for a pay-per-view. Sacrifice Impact. Anyway, D'Lo Brown and Matt Stryker were your commentators. Let's get to it, shall we? We had Team Decay, Crazy Steve and Black Taurus with Rosemary versus Reno Scum. The winner of that was, of course, Black Taurus and Crazy Steve. Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K versus Havoc and Neva was the second match. Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K won that one. Then we had Violent by Design, Denier and Joe Doring with Eric Young taking on James Storm and Chris Sabin with Jake something. Don't you just love these wrestling names? Violent by Design won that one. Then we had the Hold Harmless match, Eddie Edwards taking on Brian Myers. And the winner of that match was to be continued. The winner of that match was Eddie Edwards. Then we had the Knockouts Tag Team Championship. Fire and Flava, the champions, taking on Jordan Grace and Jazz. And the winner of that match, believe it or not, the winners and still Knockout Tag Team Champions, Fire and Flava. Okay. Then we had the X Division Championship. TJP, the champion, took on Ace Austin with Madman Fulton. And we have a new winner of the X Division, Ace Austin. Yay. We had a segment called At Johnny Swinger's Palace, where Alicia Edwards challenged Tennille Dashwood to a match. Then we had the Knockouts Championship match, Deonna Purrazzo, the champion, with Kimberly and Susan taking on ODB. And who won it? Deonna Purrazzo. But hey, ODB still got one hell of a fine food truck. We should try to... I wish he was up here with it. My God, that would have been good. Good food. Impact World Championship, Impact World Tag Team Championship, the Good Brothers, the champions, versus Finn Juice Robinson and David Finlay. And the winner of that, Finn Juice. Okay, and that leaves us with the World Championship Unification match. Impact World Champion Rich Swann versus TNA World Heavyweight Champion Moose. The winner of that was Rich Swann, who now owns it all. Yay. And that was your little bit of pay-per-view excitement, yada, yada, yada. Okay, now, how about the rest of the fun stuff? Oh, we do have one big old announcement to make, and it doesn't concern Vincent Kennedy McMahon or the WWE. No, sir. Game Changer Wrestling has announced today the purchase rights to the Jersey Championship Wrestling brand and video library from their original owner, Ricky O. GCW promoter Brett Lauderdale will be reviving JCW with a relaunch event on May 1st of this year at the Showboat in Atlantic City, joining GCW's Ashes to Ashes. The return will be broadcast live and free on YouTube. Yay! Adam Abdallah, the president of New York-based marketing agency Cultural Council, is partnering with Brett Lauderdale. Jersey Championship Wrestling was originally rebranded as Game Changer Wrestling in 2015. Sounds rather interesting. We wish them luck. And we continue on our merry little Chase and Sanborn way before we get to the entertainment news. We have a little mini feud taking place between Miro and, of course, our man, Jim Cornette.
Your man.
Well, anyone's man but ours. And what started with a review of AEW Revolution on his Jim Cornette's Drive-Thru podcast, Jim Cornette got the attention of Miro, Kip Sabian, and Kip's wife, Penelope Ford, with some comments, especially about them. Cornette said, quote, "He's being allowed to be himself, and he's obviously a complete effing goof. He has no idea how to get over, no idea what got him over for a little while before in the other company. He does this stupid, and obviously he's enjoying himself doing it. He was paired with a kid that looks like he's in middle school and his girlfriend. To have a feud with a guy that sticks his hands in his pockets and another guy that looks like he cut his hair with a pencil sharpener, job guy, underneath talent. All the way, he has embraced this." End quote. All those derogatory comments about Penelope Ford, in reality Kip Sabian's wife, was the main focus of Miro and Sabian's wrath. They each responded to Cornette. At the gym, Cornette, if you call Penelope, knock, knock, again, I'll come like God's wrath on you, Miro wrote. You understand? I'll personally drive to your basement. Sabian said, we don't have to worry about it. He's definitely going to die at some point soon, Sabian said during his live Twitch stream. Then we can all, dance. We can have a celebration. That will probably be one of the first times on the internet that I will post something like a celebratory post, you know. And I mean that. I'm not even joking. I'm deadly serious. I cannot wait for that man to die, end quote. Ford also shot back, referring to Cornette allegedly letting his wife, allegedly letting his wife have sex with other men while he watches. Today, Cornette broke his silence, referring to Miro as Bluto from Popeye, and noting he'll have much more to say on this upcoming podcast. Lovely. Bluto, somebody that has known me for a while better sit down and tell you why you're making a drastic error trying to joust with me before I make you wish you never tried to learn English, Cornette wrote in a series of tweets. You're a toothless lamb about to pee off a wolf, and I just want you to be aware of your peril. And it goes on from there, and quite frankly, let's just go on to the next story. These two, let's talk about the shock heard round the wrestling world Wednesday night. Christian Cage came to AEW to lay claim on a title belt. But not everybody was so excited. Oh, gee, who was it? Simple. The man, the myth, the spaghetti sauce, Paul Heyman. That's right. On SmackDown, it was made official that Edge will face Jey Uso to determine who will be the special enforcer for Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns' Universal Championship match at Fastlane next Sunday. Now, since this will be the first time in 11 years that the Rated R superstar will wrestle under the blue brand banner, the special counsel to Reigns, Paul Heyman, had a mouthful about this scheduled matchup on Talking SmackDown this week. Paul Heyman stated with frustration, where do I even begin on this? How many challengers can there be for the Universal Champion during WrestleMania season? There's Edge. You'd think with a surgically repaired neck would learn not to pee off your tribal chief, because that's what Edge has done, and it's not healthy for Edge. Heyman also blasted Edge's longtime friend and former tag partner Christian for, quote-unquote, running away from WWE and heading over to their biggest rival, let's face it, it's their only rival, AEW. He says that, quote, Captain of Charisma was too afraid to face Reigns down the road and advises Edge to run away as well. Heyman began his rant by saying, let's think about this. Edge, your best friend in the world, knew he was going to become Roman Reigns' target just to get into your head. What did he do? He ran away before Roman Reigns could target him. How many of you Christians need to convert before you realize it's not smart to piss off Roman Reigns? You, Edge, have pissed off Roman Reigns. You want to be the special enforcer. You want to involve yourself in Roman Reigns' match against Daniel Bryan. Why? Because you know it's an easier fight with Daniel Bryan than it is against Roman Reigns, who is untouchable, who is unbeatable, who is the reigning, defending, undisputed, uncontroverted WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, and the main event of WrestleMania. There's only one option that matters. It's not the chairman of the board or his child or anybody else. He's the head of the table, the end-all, be-all, Roman Reigns. Oh, boy. You got to hand it to Paul Heyman. Somebody has to. Anyway, let's give you a little bit more. In fact, go to our Grammy winners list. If we got that, guys, around. Do we? Please, somebody. Yes, here we go. 2021 GRAMMYS winners. Boom. There we go. Short and tweet. Okay, well, here we go. The 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. Who knows where they were held, but they were held. Let's get to the winners list supplied by Variety. By the way, our wrestling news was supplied by Wrestling Inc. Now let's get you to the winners list. And as I say, state quickly. Okay, record of the year was Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. Album of the year, Folklore by Taylor Swift. Song of the year was I Can't Breathe. Ernst Emil II, HER, and Tiara Thomas, songwriters, HER, winner. Best New Artist, Megan Thee Stallion. Best Pop Solo Performance, Waterman Sugar, Harry Styles, winner. Best Pop Duo Group Performance, Rain on Me, Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande. Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album, American Standard, James Taylor. Best Pop Vocal was Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa. Best Dance Recording, 10%, Catriona featuring Kaliukis. Best Dance Electronic Album, Bubba by K-Trinidad. Best Contemporary Instrumental Album, Live at the Royal Albert Hall, Snarky Puppy. Best Rock Performance, Shamika by Fiona Apple. Best Metal Performance, Bum Rush, Body Count. Best Rock Album, New Abnormal, The Strokes. Best Rock Song, Stay High, Brittany Howard songwriter, Brittany Howard winner. Best Alternative Music Album, Fetch the Bolt Cutters, Fiona Apple. Best R&B Performance, Black Parade by Beyonce. Best Traditional R&B Performance, Anything for You, Ladisi, winner. Best Progressive R&B Album, It Is What It Is, Thundercat, winner. Best R&B Song, Better Than I Imagined. Best R&B Album, Bigger Love, John Legend. Best Rap, Savage, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. Best Melodic Rap Performance, Lockdown by Anderson Paak, P-A-A-K. Best Rap Album, King's Disease, Nas, winner. Best Rap Song was Savage. Best Country Solo, When My Amy Prays by Vince Gill. Best Country Dual Group Performance, 10,000 Hours, which is what the Grammys felt like. Dan and Shay and Justin Bieber. Best Country Album, Wild Card, Miranda Lambert. Best Country Song, Crowded Table. Best New Age Album, More Guitar Stories by Jim Kimmel West. Best Jazz Vocal was Secrets Are the Best Stories, Kurt Elling featuring Danilo Perez. Best Improvised Jazz Solo, All Blues, Chick Corea, late great Chick Corea and Company. Best Jazz Instrumental, Trilogy 2, the late great Chick Corea, Christian McBride and Brian Blade. Best Large Jazz Ensemble Album, Data Lords by Maria Schneider Orchestra. Best Latin Album, Four Questions. Best Gospel Performance or Song, Moving On, which is what we're doing. Best Contemporary Christian Music Performance, There Was Jesus. Best Gospel was Gospel According to PJ. Best Contemporary Christian Music Album was Jesus is King. Best Roots Gospel Album, Celebrating Fisk. Best Latin Pop or Urban, YHLQMDLG. Did I pass the eye test? Bad Bunny, who reportedly will be wrestling
WWE 24/7 champion.
Yes, Bad Bunny, who apparently will be wrestling in WrestleMania.
I mean, he's the champion, so it makes sense.
Yes. Yes, it does. Best Latin Rock or Alternative Album, La Conquista del Espacio, Fito Paz. I hear that's good. No, better not do that. Best Regional Mexican Musical Album, including Tejano, Un Canto por Mexico, Volume 1. Best Tropical Latin Album, 40 by Grupo Niche. Best American Roots Performance, I Remember Everything. You do? Fantastic. John Prine, or John Prine. Best American Roots Song, I Remember Everything. That's good. Best Americana album, World on the Ground. Best bluegrass album, or bluegrass if you prefer. Home by Billy Strings. Best traditional blues album, Howard and Rob, Bobby Rush. Best contemporary blues album, Have You Lost Your Mind Yet? I have, reading these. Fantastic Negrito. Best folk went to All the Good Times. Best regional roots music album, Atmosphere. Best reggae album, Gotta Be Tough. Best global music album, Twice as Tall. Best kids musical album, All the Ladies, Joni Leeds. Best spoken word, including poetry, audio, and storytelling. I wish Alex Trebek would have won, or The Answer Is, done by Ken Jennings. But nope, it was Blowout, Corrupted Democracy, Rogue State Russia, and the richest, most destructive industry on earth, Rachel Maddow. Best comedy album, Black Mitzvah by Tiffany Haddish. Best musical theater album went to Jagged Little Pill. Best compilation soundtrack for visual media, Jojo Rabbit. Best score soundtrack for visual, Joker. Best song written for visual media, No Time to Die from No Time to Die. Best instrumental went to Sputnik. Best arrangement instrumental or sung without a band, Donna Lee. Best arrangement instrument and vocal, He Won't Hold You. Best recording package, volumes 11 and 12, Doug Cunningham and Jason Noto. Art directors, Desert Sessions, winner. The box or special limited edition went to Ode to Joy. Best album notes, Dead Man's Pop. Best historical album, It's Such a Good Feeling, the best of Mr. Rogers, About Damn Time. Best engineered album, non-classical, Hyperspace. Producer of the year, non-classical, was Andrew Watt. Best remix recording, Roses. Best engineered album, classical, Shostakovich. Producer of the year, classical, David Frost. Insert your own joke here. Best orchestral performance, Eves, Complete Symphonies. Best opera recording, Gershwin, Porgy and Bess. Best choral was Daniel Poor, The Passion of Yeshua. Best chamber music was Contemporary Voices. Best classical instrument solo was Theophilus, Concerto for Viola and Chamber Orchestra. Best classical solo was Smith, The Prison. Best classical compendium, Thomas M.T. from the Diary of Anne Frank and Mediations on Reich. Best contemporary classical compilation was Rouse Symphony No. 5. Best music video, Brown Skin Girl by Beyonce. Best music film was Linda Ronstadt, The Sound of My Voice. And ladies and gentlemen, that was your Grammy recap.
Now, which one did Blue Ivy win?
I think she won Best Cafeteria Meal.
Oh, stop. She did win one.
I know. I'm looking. I'm looking and looking, and let's see. Blue Ivy.
Use Control F.
Oh, use Control F. Okay.
Then type in Blue Ivy.
Okay. You think I know all this by now, but I don't. Let's see. She won Sunday afternoon ahead of the big old award. She won for the night. She won for Brown Skin Girl. Shocking.
Huh. There you go.
Here we are.
By the way, during that segment, I ate an entire pie.
Happy Pie Day.
And no, I'm not joking.
No. You ate an entire pie?
I mean, it was a little pie, but it was like one of those little tiny pies, but still. It was a pie. And I ate it during the segment. And you barely heard a peep. Because it wasn't made out of peeps.
Oh. Okay. We've survived the Grammys. Let's see. We survived the bi-coastal Golden Globes. We survived the Grammys, which looked like they were outside in a cafeteria, in a cafe. Next, tomorrow, by the way.
Cafe, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. By the way, I do believe Monday we got the Oscar nominations.
When are those?
I think the
Like the
Oscars
ceremony
are the Oscars this year will be Sunday, April 25th, 2021 on ABC. Whether they're hosted or not depends on your point of view.
a whole month away. What the hell is CBS doing next week?
Yep, shock. Praying that the Oscars get canceled.
What is CBS doing next week? Because their Equalizer or whatever doesn't go. March Madness.
Yeah,
I'm a fool.
yeah, they got March Madness. In fact, because March Madness was canceled last year, they get the national championships, which leaves TBS out in the cold.
But does True TV still get its games?
Yep. True TV gets the four gets the play-in games. One featuring the Spartans and UCLA.
Oh, you mean the MSU Spartans?
Yes.
Sponsored by Rocket Loans.
Oh yes. Yes.
That is their name now.
Yep.
I'm not joking.
That is their sponsorship.
That's their name.
Yep.
Their name is the MSU Spartans, sponsored by Rocket Loans. I'm not making that up.
I know you're not, man. I know you're not. I just can't wait for the introductions.
Well, yeah, Steve, I think we should get a sponsor for our show. Wrestle Anime Hut, sponsored by Brazzers.
Well, hey, there you go.
Kids, don't look that up.
Yes, please don't. Yeah, I can see it now. Wrestle Anime Hut, sponsored by Brazzers. If you want to see... Oh, better not do the joke. Hey, we'll just...
And that's our cue to end the show this week. Thank you for listening. I'm Jada Brainman. That's Steve Maxie. We will you will hear us next week right here on the same YouTube channel and same radio podcast feed thingy.
Tilt.
For Mystifying Creativity Productions and Brainscan Productions.
Brainscan Entertainment.
Whatever. I'm Trader Brainman, and we will see you next time. Oh!
Bye.